we're getting a little bit closer to the end of days here. Fire Giant, yes please. Frost Giant, a little bit sketchier. I am concerned, don't get me wrong, but I'm hopeful that we could also take some of those Sons of Guns on without too much of an issue here. Not too shabby. Okay. That corpse has got to die. Oh, there's a cold magic user. I mean, was very much meant there. Oh, dang it. There was an ID scroll that we left on the floor a while back that I meant to ID one of these other scrolls with. Whoopsie daisies, but that's a-okay. Let's drop Berserk Rage. Probably won't be making use of that, or at least I'd be worried about getting ourselves killed if we did. That's not too bad here. Protection, no, that's fine, thank you. And okie dokie. That is all absolutely fantastic here. Wait, that was a wizard. Wizard? Don't you banish me, son of a gun. Be just my luck, because normally when we're trying to get wizards to banish us, they'll accidentally murder themselves with fireballs, but when you really don't want it to happen, that's when it's going to be turn 1, enter sightline, and you're gone. Sent into the next realm of existence. But heck yeah, going pretty well. Pretty happy with this for sure. I mean, it's not often that you find characters doing okay with only 16 AC at this stage in the game, but probably something about the multiple hundreds of healths is helping out in that regard a fair bit. So it is what it is, and I can't complain at the end of the day. So what else do we wish to do here? Probably head up to vaults before we head into depths. It's going to be a little bit of a pain getting marked constantly, so we might have to leave pretty quickly, but we can probably at least break into the entrance and get a little bit started on the area. Excuse me, friends. Manifold Assault, MVP. Back into Dragon form, and let us go. Fantastic. In fact, what am I training right now? Unarmed Combat and Evo? I want a little bit more translocations. Let's bring that spell power up. Just make sure we're able to hit all the targets on the screen as much as possible. Seems ideal. Kill you before you get a chance to drop a mark on our head. That also seems ideal. So with both Convokers and Sentinels, we should be able to just kill them fast enough. As long as there aren't too many targets, then Manifold Assault will have to make some hard decisions, which makes it a little bit tougher. What have we got here? Summoner's Volume of Black Magic and the Escort. Huh, so the Escort is a Mana Viper, it would seem. I guess Malign Gateway is also summoned, so fair enough. I mean, I'm always interested in new books to read. Honestly, there's not a lot to do when you're stuck in the dungeon day in, day out. You know, besides killing stuff, and that gets old after a while. Sometimes you just want a little bit of a break at least. Okay, lack of electricity resistance is going to be a pain for that son of a gun right there. But should be able to just murder them, and that gets around any resistance issues. Strong offense, or the best defense, that's not what I meant. The best defense is a good offense, of course. Convoker has got to die, and they do. Fantastic. You do love to see it. As for just trolls, we should be able to fight. Okay, slightly worse off than I initially hoped and dreamed of, but still not too bad there. Can finish them off real quick. Not often, again, I don't want to keep railing on the health, but you know I'm going to keep railing on the health. It's not often that you get to that stage of yellow health and you still are just completely and totally confident that you're not going to die in the next few turns even. Troll leather armor, no thank you. Amulet of Reflection. No, I think I like the double regen just for keeping us at our nice health total here. Seems like a fairly safe strategy for moving forward. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I mean, I always used to think that the best hybrid caster either needed statue form or needed to be able to cast the majority of their spells well in like orange crystal plate armor. Turns out, not so. Just become a dragon and get slapping. It's that easy, folks. At least for the mid game here, where everything's fairly straightforward. Once we start running into tormentors, that's where we're gonna run into some issues just with getting half our health taken away. I mean, that's the thing. 50% of 300. One hit, 150 damage. You don't see stuff like that. Even a Juggernaut that almost has that kind of damage potential generally won't actually hit for that because, hey, you have some armor class, hopefully. By the time you fight a Juggernaut, you're desperately wishing that you had armor class if you don't. So at that stage, we're going to potentially have to start covering our own butt. Make sure that we're not getting into too nasty of a situation. At least not without the prerequisite preparation. What was invisible there? That was probably a wizard. Well, good thing I didn't get banished to the abyss. That's nice. No guarantees, of course, but I'll take it. How many more are you? Are you, I should say. Well, that was quite the crowd. I mean, kind of them to queue up so nicely, coming one at a time. You don't get that every day. Not too shabby here. Even Titanic slimes aren't going to be quite the issue that they once were. Simuna's Guide on the Traveler and Execration. Huh. I mean, lots of new stuff here. I actually did really want Blink. Just as a potential backup, it's nice to at least have this in our back pocket, in our spell book. Seems like a baseline intelligent thing to do. Should I learn Yara's while I'm here? Probably. It even helps out against Convokers because their Convocation ability is a status effect. And I haven't actually put that strategy into practice before. I either heard about it or noticed it one day and then completely slipped my mind until this very moment. 6 scrolls of fear to function, we only have 2. I mean, there's so many treasure troves that would be absolutely trash for us. Most specifically, like the, your armor troves, your weapon troves, garbage. Scroll trove would be nice, but only if it had a couple scrolls of fearing to get us back up to a decent number, because it's nice to have those in our back pocket. But okay, hello, bye Suzanne. Actually, are you affected by silence? You are. How about that? You also are electric once you get kicking, which is bad. Or at least scary. So we could file floods, could even condenser vein, just throw everything in the kitchen sink at this son of a gun. Not great odds of Zom's chess piece doing anything, so we can probably just safely ignore that like we do in every other encounter in life. And yeah, do you know what? No friends for you. Oh, and you've healed up. That's a shame, too bad, but to be expected. You are fire resistant, are you, or no? You're not. Well, you definitely should have been. Let's light that up real quick and start slapping, and you're dead. Okay, well, that's one way to kill one of the scarier uniques for this part of the game. Oh gosh, speaking of scary uniques for this part of the game. Hello, Nicola. Oh, jeez. Okay. I go dragon form. Do I bother? Scroll of silence. So we could just scroll of silence and then start a slap fight here. Ain't no thing whatsoever. At least I would hope so. Yeah, this chomps me down to size relatively quickly, unfortunately. 135 damage. Only need to high roll that 3 times and I might be dead. This is one case where even just with resistance to electricity, I'd probably go for the fight with Nicola. But as is, let's play it safe. Silence you. Hopefully we don't need that anytime too soon in the future. And that's not too bad. Ooh, summon Hydra. What fortuitous timing. We just murdered someone with that exact ability. Wizard is dead. There we go. Fantastic. Start tabbing our way through here a wee bit at the very least. Careful not to end up too confident, especially when we see sentinels or wizards. Those are the bad ones. Even a warlord themselves with some bad rolls on our part could have been an absolute nightmare, but we managed to get through in one piece. Perfect. Let's keep going. At least we have more AC in dragon form, even though it's not a heck of a lot. It's something. Go dragon form, get slapping. If you want to keep blowing your horn, that's fine. Just don't do anything alarming, if possible. Crystal Guardian dies one shot. Okay. I thought that was going to be a potentially frightening experience. Kill a Convoker, of course, before they get a chance, and here we go. Dang it, that's not what I need in life right now. Resistance to fire? Honestly, I kind of got that covered, friend. Willpower minus? Oof, that's a deal breaker, buddy. So, I guess we're just going to leave this store alone for now. Move on to greener pastures. Might as well keep going through vaults a wee bit here. Are we coming close to our goals in life? Evocations is just about there. Not too shabby. Could even do a little bit of crypt potentially on this character. Guess we don't exactly have resistances required there, but it's something. Holy moly. That's a lot of failed spells in a row. At least failed in one capacity or the other, in the literal sense, or at least just didn't do any actual work. -4 Cloak of a Sewer. I'm gonna have to pass on that one, friend. Sorry to say. It's interesting, alright. I was kind of tempted even after just seeing the -4. I was holding on hope, because at the end of the day, this is one of those characters that we could have a cloak that's very situational, because anytime we turn into a dragon, our cloak is gone, so we don't have to worry about any downsides there. Having harm on it seems like a bit of a nightmare scenario, because generally when we're not in dragon form is when we do not want to be taking damage, and we're not outputting nearly as much, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation. Which seems like the worst kind, really, at the end of the day. Let's just keep throwing out some manifold assaults. See, now that we have all the spells that we desired at our disposal, now I'm kind of regretting not following Behemoth, because we just keep getting replenishment to our mana stores here. Could always just channel magic, and that is great in its own right. Or at least something in its own right, I should say. But that is a-okay. Let's definitely go intelligence here. Thank you kindly. And a scroll shop. Don't mind if I do. Might as well buy a couple of ID just to get over the hump here. Read these and find out which of these are which. And then we have all of our scrolls ID'd. I think we have all of our potions ID'd already. Not experience. Oh, not invisibility. Huh. How about that? Don't have any on us though, so that's fine, I guess. Scroll of Fear, I'll grab while we're here. In fact, I don't have a lot of stuff I'm saving my money for, so I'm gonna be a little bit not thrifty. That's the opposite of what I'm going for. A little bit casual in my expenditure of cash is the complicated way of saying it, but that's quite a mouthful. Let's do a quick search for Fear. I was curious if we had left any in previous shops. That's fine. Okay, and here's a good example. Yar's Violent Unraveling? No convoking from you, sir. Not in this house. My house, my rules. When you're under this roof, you do not convoke in my presence. Feels pretty good. And what have we got here? Grimoire of Changing? I mean, if I didn't already know all of these? I guess not Blade Hands. To be fair, I didn't know Blade Hands, so that's something. But it would have been incredible. Don't get me wrong, Sif. You're a couple days late for my birthday, but you did find the perfect gift. It's just a shame that my best friend already gave me the exact same thing. And not too shabby here. What was that? Greatsword. +9 greatsword. How about that? Just tab through a son of a gun. Bet you're feeling bad about having such a fancy sword now. Is this an unrand art? It might not be, but I didn't think penetration could form on random, or on rand arts rather. Penetration 3 pips of fire resistance, resist corrosion. I kind of wish that we were an arbalist boy. Penetration alone is just an incredible effect. That's what makes the storm bow super fun. Takes away one of the few disadvantages that crossbows and bows have, and instead you just absolutely blast your way through all your enemies. Oh, my gargoyle friend, goodbye. And we're just about at the end of Vaults 3 here. Just zooming our way through. Love to see it. And there we go. Okie dokie, so do I even want train throwing? Now that it's been brought to my attention that we can't even throw in dragon form, it's like, what's even the point? Which is not the right mentality to take in this game. Any backups are always very much an appreciable thing that you should be keeping an eye out for, because hey, if we're out of dragon form and I happen to have spent all my mana, let's be careful about it. Yeah, penetration pretty much makes the crossbow smite targeting exactly, only even better. Smite targeted, but even stronger. Anything that turns any ranged weapon into more of a javelin, that's going to be a yes from me. Thumbs up on this side. Let's train a little bit of dodging, why the heck not? Won't take too long to bring it up there. I'm tempted to put fighting back on as well. At least on the back burner, like so. Dodging in unarmed combat can be focused. Yeah, I think I like that combination there. Make sure that we're not already on Vaults 4. Let's not take a surprise trip into Vaults 5 any day soon, if possible. And should be able to take care of most of you in advance. Don't like spending all my magic like that, though. That kind of goes against some of our more recent creeds. Yara's Vine Unraveling to make sure that you don't get that convocation popped off. Perfect. Convocation. That's what they call graduation ceremonies. Why? Because convoking, I think, is quite literally the creation of things. No, that's, I guess I'm thinking of conjures. Conjuration is the creation of things. Invoke. You can invoke, and that's to like call upon something or to call it into place. So convocation might just be like speeches or something to do with that, right? Which kind of makes sense with graduation ceremonies, because oh boy, is that what you're going to be spending the majority of your time doing? Just sitting there, listening. Which, don't get me wrong, if you have some killer speakers, that can be an incredible time. But so often, this is unfortunately not so much the case, and it's a regrettable waste of time for most people involved. But you generally get some pretty nice pictures out of the whole thing. And it's always wonderful to celebrate your achievements, at least in any way, shape, or form that you enjoy and feel fit. Just not my bag, baby, I guess. Because if it's other people talking, if I'm not the one speaking, I ain't interested. If it's just me, constantly monologuing, going off on random dirages or tirades, now that's different. Like most things, it's different when I do it. It's different and totally okay when I do it, but no one else can do it. Yeah, speaking of double standards earlier in the stream, how about that? Oh, hello, Marjorie. I mean, you pulled up to the wrong party, my friend. You're one of the few uniques that I do actually feel okay handling. We'll just keep slapping, and one more slap. Perfect amount of magic at the end of the day there. You love to see it. +5 demon trident flaming. Again, would have been a good day for tridents. I guess we almost did go polearms when we got that early acquirement scroll. I think that was on Mediocre, right? That wasn't on Shrek. I'm not conflating all my ogres with each other again. Hope not. But that worked out very well. Or could have worked out very well in the opposite way, I should say. Where if we had decided to go the polearms route there, it definitely could have worked its way throughout the rest of the run here without too many problems. 120 health. Starting to get worried here. Let's slap you. Oh, yep, that's why we're worried. Let's not lose dragon form. Okay, at least didn't fail. What's the chances now of failure? 4%. That's good. That's a relief. And there we go. We can Manifold Assault again. That should kill most of you. And fantastic. What did we get? Fireball and Starburst. The Book of Fire. Well, not exactly necessary for us today, but okay, there we go. That's a good check, though, to make sure we're bringing ourselves into balance. We are not invulnerable. We are not unkillable. And oh gosh, can it all go south exceptionally quickly. All it takes are a few bad rolls. We just don't have the defensives to give us the consistency otherwise. So, definitely something that we can keep in mind, take into the future, and make sure that we're not completely leaving out or forgetting to take it into account. That's how we stay alive. I mean, we're pretty close to the end of our stream for today, and so the more important thing will be actually remembering to take this lesson into next week, which is a whole nother bag of worms. Also, don't go down those stairs. Oh gosh, I'm in Vaults 4. Let's be reasonable, shall we? And head to the start of depths. Oh, geez. Oh. At least I'm not holding tense based on absolute terrifying fear. My knuckles aren't white to the bone consistently, but still definitely start to feel it a little bit. I'm sitting down for a while here. Give me a brief second. Oh, stand up. Give a quick one of those. Oh, get those rotators going. Okie dokie. Just a wee bit more before we call it. Let's start depths, maybe do a floor or two. We'll see how long it takes. And we'll have to probably say goodbye and finish this off next week. We're pretty close to the end, so we might even, if things go well, let's not get too overconfident. If things go well, we might even be able to start our Deep Dwarf next week. Wouldn't that be lovely? Get back in the saddle real quick here, if possible. And onwards we go. Brand weapon, no thank you. Masterwork falchion, no thank you, please. I'm much more of a teeth and claws boy myself. Wand of flame can be ignored. Up to 5 scrolls of fear, so we're actually surprisingly close to opening up the treasure trove if we so desired. Oh my gosh, and a room of fire you shouldn't have. Is it my birthday? Don't mind if I do. Absolutely fantastic. Gotta be careful that I don't completely run out of magic, but should be in a fairly good boat here. Come on, my... Always want to call you heffalumps, but you're definitely elephants. A very subtle but very important distinction to make at the end of the day. If you want to stay alive at the very least. Heffalump, very cool. Great friend to make. Elephant, oh gosh, if you're not prepared, get a running. Preferably in the opposite direction. And I'm surprised that we're not taking more cold damage, honestly. I think we've been getting super lucky on those rolls. But I'm ready for that to all blow up in our face at some point here. That's one thing that we're at least still absolutely terrified of. That and willpower checks. Torment, still not at that stage of the game yet, so can at least kind of lie to ourselves and pretend that we're sitting pretty, feeling good. Ain't no thing. And there's one floor. Absolutely rattled. Got very lucky with our first floor to depths, though. It's definitely gone worse before, and not even just because of the strength of our character, but also the amount and type of all of our friends here as well. And yeah, do you know what? Free hits. I'm so sorry, my angelic friends. You never stood a chance. I guess it is what it is. We're gonna be killing demons, might as well kill the angels too. We're a bit of an equal opportunity ogre, I like to say. No discrimination here. I'll murder each and every one of you. That makes me a good, maybe not person, good ogre, right? So when you go invisible, am I willing to lose a willpower and some slay? Probably. You don't paralyze or anything, do you? No, it's just the ancient liches that we have to worry about that eventuality, but there we go. Not too shabby. One-shotted Titan. Oh my gosh. Is this legal? Can we do this? Absolutely obliterated. Honestly, just starting to feel bad about it at this stage. Though I'd feel a lot less bad the next time we find ourselves close to death, I'm sure. But hey, if we can one-shot everything, hey, there's statue form. How about that? I'll probably learn statue form just in case. Now here is a contender. Now, if there's anyone that we didn't want to face, you gotta be up there. Ooh, and you managed to catch up just in time for the stairs, you son of a gun. Let's get slapping. We can at least take a few hits. Also, okay. I mean, technically still kind of a contender, right? Even though we absolutely obliterated them. Well, okay, that's not good. That's how you get overconfident. Go through one fight like that. Oh me, oh my. Am I potentially going to do something incredibly stupid moving forward? So, let's take active mental steps to avoid that. We are not gods amongst mortals. There is a chance that we die. And the sooner I accept that, more likely I am to succeed in life. And just keep that running on repeat through our brains. Oh, hubris. Oh, how you do? We're already... Oh, jeez. Hello, Gold Dragon. Okay, goodbye, Gold Dragon. Not as scary as a Juggernaut, if we're being honest, so I'm okay with that. Okay, definitely don't want to fail with dragon form at any given moment. But I was just noticing that we're already at 354 health in dragon form, so we've gone up another 50 health in just the last little while here. That's wild. Like, our fighting, I guess, has come up a decent amount. I forget where we turned it back on. It might have even been all the way up at 16, so maybe not as much as I'm imagining. Huh. How about that? Okay, you've got to die. Probably should have done that a bit more safely, just to make sure that we didn't get sent to the abyss at a bad moment, but that should be fine. Let's get out of sight of that alarm trap while we're at it. That's probably also a decent idea. And you can't fear me. The bravest dragon that ever did dang see. Okay, let's start here. Get slapping. Caustic strikes are no joke. I'm gonna read teleport, because this is about to get real nasty. Bring it back into dragon form. What kind of book are you, friend? Walking Divine Tome. Conjure living spells. What do you bring in? Covers verse that I come along forgetting God still fully possessed of wrath. Maybe they do like the Holy Flame effect from TSO. That would make sense. Around whatever the living spells. Actually, no, that's a smite. 7 to 17? That's a smite for sure, right? Huh. How about that? Well, we should be teleporting out of here any day now. Kind of concerned that it hasn't happened already. At least smiting is something that we're actually, jeez Louise, fairly competent against. More caustic strikes. Oh gosh, that was not a good teleport. Oh gosh, just keep them coming. Keep chaining teleports. There we go. Heck yeah. Okay, give me to a stairwell, please. Please. Not quite. Go for a little bit of a jaunt here. Make sure that we're not getting too close to anything else. In fact, let's just kill you. That's probably better. Much better. Okay, you want to mess with this, my many tentacled friends? Or friend, rather. Hope you've come to regret your decisions in life. And there we go. Now I take on a juggernaut. Fantastic. Oh, let's just immediately get ourselves in the same boat. We have a lot of TP scrolls, so we're actually doing okay in that regard. Fortunately, the game didn't go through as much of a TP shortage as we did early on in the pandemic, so we can all be grateful for that. Let's just irradiate. Or not. Maybe slapping or manifold assault is actually better? How about that? Okay, here we go. Channel magic. Gotta remember, if need be, we have Death's Door and Divine Exegesis on demand. We have that on speed dial here. So let's not be too foolish to use it, shall we? Wand of Acid for sure. Caustic Strike becomes immediately necessary, and wait, oh, do you have an anti-magic weapon? You son of a gun. So much for that whole channel magic strategy. There we go. Just get you to leave us alone for a moment. And how much damage do you do? 36 plus extra acid. I wish you told me how much, because it's probably more than I'm comfortable with. But okay. There we go. Still have 100 health, so that's not too shabby. Remember, you need 9 MP for Death's Door. Right, I forgot for Divine Exegesis, you actually need the magic. Been so long since I used it. Whoopsie daisies. Thank you, Railbird, for the reminder. You can always trust the Sif Muna Pro themselves to make sure that we're on the right track here. I appreciate you sharing your experience with us. Because that's definitely something we'll have to keep in mind for the future here. But there we go. We're slowly but surely clearing our way. Let's get another gift. You shouldn't have. I mean, maybe you should have, because you suck at gift giving, as always, Sif Muna. Hopefully no offense. Though if it is offensive, then highly deserved. A couple manifold assaults. What the heck are even you? Is that an ogre? An Eden zombie with only one head, and I hope that's some kind of umbilical, or not umbilical cord. That's frightening connotations. But some kind of internal organ on the bottom of you, otherwise I might be banned from Twitch. But let's get back on the road here. Depths 2, at least giving us a little bit of a taste. This is how things should be. We are slightly scared. We came close to dying a few times. Our Depths 1 was just far too lucky, and that's terrifying in its own right. Definitely made me ill prepared for what was to come, which is never what you want to see. Also, I gotta make sure I always have 9 magic points. Say it with me now, 9 magic points. Let's play it safe, shall we? Up to almost 400 health. Love to see it, especially once we get rid of this drain, we'll be even closer. Couple manifold assaults takes care of that crew. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, okay. No mutations. Fantastic. At least I don't think so. Let's go back to Manifold Assault so that we can try and avoid the same from the Kaga Demon there. Perfect. I am getting already too into the tab meta here. Okay, there we go. Caustic Strike just in time. And here I thought I would have nothing to worry about. I'm guessing Corrosion does affect my chances to hit and damage with Teeth and Claws. We don't get a little minus there, though, which is interesting, since it doesn't have an enchantment rating like a weapon does. Now, I'm much happier to play it safe and assume that that's not indicative of the actual results, because it seems like a safe assumption to make. Corrosion is always an absolute nightmare for any character, so I feel like we want to keep that level of caution up if possible. But okay, let's do one more floor. This will be the last floor of the evening here, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, otherwise I'll regret even coming this far, but should definitely have time to go rampaging through Depths 3 here. Slap, slap, slap. Not too shabby. Okie dokie. What do I have that can kill you when I can't see you? I guess OTR. And follow that up with Ignite Poison. Fantastic. That seemed like a much easier strategy than going through what little effort it takes to go through my rings here and switch what we're using. Let's see. Dispersal, Summon Hydra. Wait, no, those are what we already have. Spellforge Servitor and Haunt are the new ones. I mean, it's something. Reference book on Dislocation and the Escort. Simuna's all about escorts these days, hey? I mean, fair enough. All get lonely sometimes, I'm sure, especially as a deity, especially as Sif Muna, when you have so much of the fan base of the game saying how they should definitely always go Vehement instead. I mean, it's rough, right? We all have a hard time. So are these crystal spears? No, they're petrifies. Oh, well, that's not that scary. Right, it's crystal books that we have to be terrified of. Right, definitely keep that one in mind. Crystal tomes are not to be faffed around with. Also not storm dragons, because we have no resistance, but hey. If you just kill them fast enough, you never get to appreciate the depths of your mistakes, right? Isn't that everyone's goal in life? Just rush past it quickly enough that you don't even notice how bad of an issue it is. Okie dokie. What else do we want to get rid of here? Kind of just carrying this ring around as a resist corrosion. Not strictly necessary. I guess even our enchant armor is kind of trash, hey? Rings and amulet are all that matter. Living that octopode lifestyle, but as an ogre-based dragon instead. How about that? Ever thought she'd see the day? Not me. Not me. Okay, make sure we stay in dragon form for when the going gets tough, so that this tough can get freaking going. Heck yeah. And don't bring fire to a dragon fight. Honestly, just gonna get you in trouble. Holy moly, and there we go. Wow, okay, because it went so smooth, I'm already tempted to keep going, but I will just keep running until it's far too late and I have to cram everything in and stay up all night. So instead, let's just play it safe here. Make sure I'm not piloting such a promising character while tired or mentally fatigued at the very least. That's never a great thing for us historically. But oh me, oh my, what a day. What a run. I mean, Shrek had their issues, but Mediogre has proven to be anything but their namesake at the end of the day here. Fantastic work, buddy. You're doing great out there. Keep it up. Yeah, 100 and some large rocks. Dragon form Manifold Assault. Absolutely killing it. Huge MVP energy. Oh, I mean, that's a mood if I ever saw one. Dragon form Manifold Assault. What a zinger. But okie dokie. This is where we'll end it for tonight. I mean, obviously, based on my stunned utterances here, I had a heck of a time this evening. I hope you enjoyed watching as well. Whether that be, chatting along with us here on Twitch, lurking in the background, or if you're watching this down the road on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate the time that you spend with us. I very much enjoy doing this and having such a good time with all of you lovely, fantastic individuals. Thank you so much. Lots of great life lessons in DCSS. Dying is bad, be a dragon, kill your mistakes fast, and they don't count, right? There's something for everyone in there to apply into your real life. Absolutely fantastic. Also, thank you so much, Relicon, for the follow at the end there. I appreciate that as well. But yeah, before I just drone on incessantly about my appreciation, though, I mean, not everyone out there would mind, I'm sure. It just might get a little tedious and boring after the 5th or, 12th iteration. Let's instead see who else is online right now, because we'll definitely shoot off a raid at the end of the evening here. Take a quick peek. Oh, did I misclick? Nope, it just lagged. Cool. Very cool computer. So today it does look like Particle Face is currently playing some DCSS, so let's keep it within the dungeon crawling community here for the time being. Always tempted to send you all Brent's way, such a fantastic time, but we'll mix it up. We did Brent last week, I think, and we'll keep it interesting. Send everyone off to Particle Face. Again, huge thanks to all of you. Absolute ball. Very much enjoyed it. Ogre win next week. Baby. Oh, baby, I hope so. Unless I do something incredibly stupid, which, hold me to that, because it might just happen. I will shock all of y'all with the sheer magnitude of stupidity that I'm able to leverage into action, but hopefully not. It should be okay. And yeah, ideally that happens relatively quickly, and we can even head on to Deep Dwarf, try and make up for some of the lost time from the dark days of Deep Elf. But regardless of all that, let's start the raid here real quick. Get that chugging away in the background as we do our final little wrap up, because of course, regardless of my endless tirade of nonsense, I do hope that you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there, and I definitely hope to see you soon. I'll see ya.